Y bueno, hermanos, seguimos aquí en el segundo día consecutivo de la exposición de Leathercraft en Shenzhen, China. Es el segundo año y bueno, pues le voy a dejar este video donde entrevisto a grandes personajes que ustedes mejor que yo los conocen. Y bueno, también quiero agradecerle a quienes nos estuvieron siguiendo en vivo y además también quiero agradecerle a los que ya se suscribieron, porque sí se han estado suscribiendo y eso está genial. Bueno, les dejo en mi canal, en su canal de Cerravi Leather. Cualquier comentario es bienvenido y bueno, espero que lo disfruten tanto como yo. Hi Master, and thank you for being with us. Such a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
And we want to know about you and we want to ask you some questions about this. How do you get started in this beautiful art here?
Our family had has a saddle company in Wyoming in the United States, Wyoming. And so my grandfather was one of the main starters of the Sheridan style of carving, and I grew up working in the family business and started tooling leather when I was about 8 years old, and then as a full-time job when I was 16 years old, and so I've been doing it
almost all your life.
Yeah,
right?
Basically all my life. Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then as I was working in the leatherworking, doing the leather work, I needed the tools, and so I started making some of the tools for myself, or modifying some old Tandy tools and such. But then I went to college for machining and started my own business right during college. Actually the official start of the company was 25 years ago, basically when I was 18 years old. I'd been making tools for 5 years prior to that, so but as official brand name, it'd be 25 years.
Oh, that's almost my age, right? I am 30, so yeah, it's a lot of time.
I'm 43 years old, so yeah, I started when I was young.
Okay, thank you. So, as you said, it's a family business, right? That's incredible.
The saddle company is a family business. My business is separate from that, but we still work together quite often.
Okay, and what can you tell us about Sheridan style? Because, well, for me, it was hard when I was trying to learn. It was hard to I don't know how to explain it, but to see what is the difference between other styles and this Sheridan in particular style.
Well, my grandfather, along with Bill Gardner and Clint Fay, they all worked together at one time for Ernst Saddlery, and they had their own style as far as that company, and they had worked for other saddle companies, and they just started developing a different design and style, more background effect, so you get more, you can see the tooling pattern a little bit better. It stands out more. Circular patterns, which you'll see in most people's work anymore, it's kind of a circular pattern with a lot of background, and that's where the difference was from the styles that they had previously been tooling. The previous styles were very little background, lots of leaves and floral all kind of combined together, but very little background, so the floral tooling didn't stand out very much.
What do you think about this new, I don't know how to say it, but new age, or this, for me it's like very weird that most of Chinese or Japanese people are learning this. Well, I am from Mexico, and as you know, we have a lot of in common with this tooling style, right? Yeah. So it's weird for me to know that they are learning this kind of like Occidental style, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's basically for sure a Western influence. We had a lot of Japanese artists come over in the early 1990s, and were buying a lot of our work, and then they'd bring it back to Japan and basically duplicate it or try their best to duplicate it, and then they basically, it's not necessarily their own style now, but everybody has their own personal style on some aspects. And nowadays with the internet, you can look at somebody's work around the world just by the click of a button, and so that's why you see so many more people doing kind of the same styles or evolving much faster, because you can they had the information is right there
yes, in
readily
the
available.
palm of your hand, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So at the end, and to finish this, what do you recommend for your for the new students or for all over the world? You know,
Proper training to begin with, and tools. A lot of people will start with Tandy tools to get started because they're readily available and inexpensive. But most people, once they upgrade their tools and also get more training, then their work starts to get much your
because in Mexico we have to ask a lot of for tooling. You know, we have to buy to USA to Tandy leather to your
Yes.
brand, and because we don't have that, you know. So you recommend that, especially we have to use good quality, right? That's my.
Yeah, the good quality helps immensely on just the cleanliness of the look. You get much sharper impressions with better tools, and I'm not just trying to push my tools. It's any of the good handmade tools will give you a much sharper, deeper impression as opposed to, say, a Tandy tool that are just mass-produced.
Okay, so yeah, because as I don't know if you know, but as you said that you was making your own tools.
Yes.
In Mexico, it's so common now.
Yeah.
we don't have that good quality as a Barry King brand. You
Yes.
know? So that's a problem. That's why I ask you. So
Yeah.
thank you very much
Okay.
to
Thank you.
having this great conversation.
Okay.
Thank you.